Easy pickings, a small Spider-Man.
Miles Morales was bitten by a slightly differently genetically engineered spider than the one that gave Peter Parker superhuman abilities. Though he has the same strength and agility as the original Spider-Man, his spider sense isn't as strong, since it simply alerts him of impending danger. However, he possesses two talents that the original Spider-Man lacked: the ability to blend in with his environment, including his costume, thus rendering him invisible, and a venom strike that can briefly immobilize practically anybody. And there's much more that you need to know about Miles Morales. So in this video, we look into the evolution of Miles Morales in the cartoon series Spider-Man. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimate Spider-Man is a one-of-a-kind adventure that follows our beloved web-slinger as he partners up with other fan-favorite Marvel superheroes in never-before-seen adventures about a new existence filled with great challenges, new friends, tremendous action, and character development. Moreover, Ultimate Spider-Man is the coming-of-age narrative about hapless Peter Parker's transformation from a naive teen hotshot to a real hero who accepts his origins and talents. Furthermore, Peter Parker has only been Spider-Man for a year when the story begins. Although he's fought criminals and rescued lives, there's still a lot he doesn't know about being a superhero. Now, Nick Fury offers Peter the opportunity to take his training to the next level and become the Ultimate Spider-Man. But before he can achieve that, Peter will have to learn how to collaborate with a group of other adolescent superheroes. He'll have to manage difficult relationships with mentors and super colleagues along the road, and he'll emerge with a greater knowledge of his parents' legacy. Miles Morales' first appearance. Miles Morales initially debuted in August 2011's Ultimate Comics Fallout No. 4, in which he foils a kangaroo assassination just a few months after Peter Parker's death. He wears a Spider-Man outfit that is identical to Parker's, but he contemplates altering it when passers-by criticize him, saying it is in horrible taste. Ultimate Comics Fallout No. 4 focuses on the effects of Spider-Man's death on many of the Ultimate Marvel characters, including Aunt May, Mary Jane, and Gwen Stacy, as well as the Ultimates and Nick Fury, and is mostly concerned with the aftermath of the Death of Spider-Man story. It also debuted Gabriel Hardman's new art style, which would later be seen in the successor series Ultimate Comics Spider-Man and the crossover Spider-Men. The reception to Miles Morales' debut as Spider-Man has been divided, resulting in some controversy. Some members of the media have backed the decision, which was triggered by the discovery by author Brian Michael Bendis that community actor Donald Glover had lobbied for the part of Spider-Man in The Amazing Spider-Man. However, numerous venomous replies erupted on the internet before the tale was even finished, with high-profile personalities like Glenn Beck voicing their disapproval. While some have claimed that this reaction is a result of racism, others have simply said that Spider-Man has always been and will always be Peter Parker, while others have pointed to the many failed attempts in the past to alter Spider-Past-Man's or identity. Some fans have also attacked his age, claiming that since comic book content has become more mature over time, a 13-year-old hero in the Ultimate Universe has become rather inaccessible to many. Marvel Superhero Adventures 2017 to ... Superheroes are loved by all ages, including toddlers. Hence, Marvel Entertainment announced that through a program dubbed Marvel Superhero Adventures, the youngest fans are going to enjoy fresh, thrilling material based on their favorite characters. The program introduces preschoolers to the Marvel Universe that older children and adults have grown to adore through animation and publication. In this series, Spider-Man tells the audience about how he assisted another superhero in stopping a villain. To battle the baddies, Spider-Man partners up with several superheroes from around the Marvel Universe. Additionally, Cole Howard, Zach Seward, Gigi Saul Guerrero, and Emily Tennant play Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Girl, and Ghost Spider respectively in this series. In the Marvel Superhero Adventures comic book, Spider-Man's age fluctuates depending on the story and writer. Sometimes he is a teenager, like in the animated series, and other times he is an adult, like in the story he tells as an adult. The comic book contains more Marvel Comics characters, and though they are kid-friendly and have a light-hearted tone, they are more of an all-ages book than one aimed exclusively at the preschool age market. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is a 2018 computer-animated superhero film starring Miles Morales from Marvel Comics, produced by Columbia Pictures and Sony Pictures Animation in collaboration with Marvel. It is the first animated picture in the Spider-Man franchise. It is distributed by Sony Pictures Releasing. It stars Shameik Moore as Miles Morales/Spider-Man and is directed by Bob Persichetti, Peter Ramsey, and Rodney Rothman in their feature directorial debuts, with Jake Johnson, Haley Steinfeld, Mahershala Ali, Brian Tyree Henry, Lily Tomlin, Luna Lauren Velez, John Mulaney, Kimiko Glenn, Nicolas Cage, and Liev Schreiber as the voice actors. Moreover, the film follows Miles Morales as he becomes the next Spider-Man and joins other Spider people from other worlds to defend New York City from the Kingpin in a shared reality known as the Spider-Verse. Miles was first hesitant to become a superhero like Spider-Man, but after seeing Peter Parker's death and being inspired by Mary Jane Parker's speech at Peter's funeral about everyone being Spider-Man in the end, he embraced his position as New York's defender. Even though he intuitively understood his responsibilities, Miles struggled to manage his talents due to fear, seeking to mimic Peter Parker's Spider-Man tactics. Miles soon realizes that instead of attempting to be like Peter, he should utilize his values and acts as a springboard for his leap of faith. Miles was ultimately able to switch to his own customary red and black outfit, which is Peter's suit recreated using the spray paint Miles utilizes in his graffiti work, allowing him to take ownership of the Spider-Man concept. Furthermore, Lord and Christopher aimed for a distinct look for the picture, merging computer animation with classically hand-drawn comic book methods influenced by Miles Morales' co-creator Sarah Pichelli's work. The project requires up to 140 animators, Sony Pictures Animation's largest staff for a feature picture. The film is dedicated to the Spider-Man creators Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, who both passed away in 2018. Due to the immersive development of the animated universe and the way that the hand-drawn animation parts made expressly for the film, which provided a unique experience, the directors all thought that the picture would be one of the few that spectators truly need to view in 3D. Hence, Persichetti described the experience as a mix of old-school hand-drawn multiplane camera effects with a contemporary virtual reality setting. Venom Files. Venom has long been connected with the Spider-Man myths, having begun as a terrible villain before evolving into a sympathetic anti-hero who has occasionally aided in the rescue of the world from bigger dangers. While not as closely related to Miles Morales, the youthful Spider-Man, Venom has had memorable encounters with him both in the character's initial Ultimate Universe and later inclusion into the standard Marvel Universe. It all begins in Venom War, as Betty Brant, Daily Bugle investigative reporter, conducts her inquiry into the identity of the new web-slinger, while following the ongoing media coverage of Miles' exploits as the next Spider-Man to replace Peter. However, Betty is killed by Venom after writing a column falsely presuming the new Spider-Man is Miles' father, Jefferson Davis. Venom believes Jefferson is the new hero and assaults him in his own house as Marcus battles to keep control of the symbiote and its residual hate for anybody who wears the Spider-Man mantle. While Miles can successfully repel the terrifying thing, his father is severely injured in the attack and is sent to the Brooklyn hospital where his mother, Rio Morales, is being treated. Venom follows Jefferson down to the hospital, where he and Miles have a violent rematch, with Spider-Man's unique bioelectric sting assisting him in defeating the physically superior opponent. While Miles saves his father's life once more, his mother is murdered in the crossfire, recognizing Spider-Man as her son and gives him her approval to continue as a superhero. Although the pain of losing his mother drives Miles to temporarily withdraw from his heroic profession for a year, the police responding to the site are prepared for Venom and murder Marcus in a hail of bullets. In addition, the Ultimate Universe amalgamated with the standard Marvel Universe as a result of the reality-altering events of Secret Wars, including the incorporation of Miles and his family on Earth. Miles discovers the truth about his prior existence in the parallel universe, including Rio's fate, and both of his parents finally learn about it. Miles and the traditional Venom band up to stop a symbiote dragon unleashed by the symbiote deity Null from wreaking havoc on New York City, with Miles' bioelectric assaults proving crucial to the mission's success. In stark contrast to Miles' relationship with Ultimate Venom, he and this Eddie Brock get along swimmingly, with Venom acting as an impromptu mentor. Eddie was distraught when he witnessed Carnage use one of his symbiotes to control and corrupt Miles, as absolute carnage raged over the Marvel Universe. It is apparent in the series that Miles Morales has been eager to assist others since becoming Spider-Man. This is both to his credit and his disadvantage, for to defend his friends and people he loves, he will frequently put himself in terrible, life-threatening danger. How much do you like Miles Morales? Give us all your thoughts on him in the comment section below. You remember the drill. Hit the like button, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and post this video.